Priority's product strategy is strongly focused on providing ERP as a platform, delivering an organizational platform first, with functionality on top. Two of the most significant capabilities are openness and flexibility. Openness represents the idea that the ERP system is no longer the one and only system in the organization. It is part of a whole story of systems, applications, devices, and channels that have to communicate in a common language, like an orchestra that has to play in harmony. And the ERP's role is to be the single source of truth in real time. Priority's openness helps bring innovation to organizations much faster. Flexibility has always been a priority differentiator and enables organizations, including the largest and most complex ones, to respond quickly and easily to the frequently changing reality that we all live in and adapt to new business models and dynamic work processes. The new age of ERP understands today that one size fits none, which means that each company and user want to have a system that fits their own needs. We are not talking about a tailor-made system, but rather a smart system that on one hand, companies and users can teach, and on the other hand, the system studies the user's usage patterns using smart AI capabilities and recommends a personalized ERP experience. Let's start with Priority's personalized homepage, which is a direct product of industry and role-based best practices and the individual companies and users' needs. One example of this includes the widgets that represent the user's most common activities. This is not a one-time thing. The system continues to automatically recommend further personalization based on day-to-day usage. In order to show you an example of this, let me log in as a different user so you experience how the recommendation pops up live. You can see that the system is recommending that I personalize the workspace based on my most frequently used processes. In our example, tasks and sales orders. If I accept, the system will automatically add shortcuts to my homepage. Obviously, the user can personalize their own work area if needed. We'll go back to this user later to see more personalization. These widgets are not only for shortcuts. They offer real-time push notification for to-do tasks. You can see here that I have 12 sales orders waiting for my attention, and they're just a click away. By the way, on the right side, there's a personalized dynamic navigation pane that tracks the user's latest activity and views. The personalization doesn't end here. Let's go see one of Priority's business processes, and I will show you more. So we are in a sales order, but obviously what I'm about to show you is relevant across the board in Priority. Just like I mentioned before, the system can continuously be taught, learn from users' behavior, and make recommendations accordingly. As you can see here, in the various tabs, Priority's platform is rich with functionality. Based on Priority's AI recommendations, the system filters out these features so that only the relevant ones for the user will be displayed. I will go back to my other user so that you can experience this live too. When I enter the sales order, the system notices that I haven't recently accessed some of the tabs and suggests to hide them. I can select or select all and accept to hide them, or decide I'm not interested in this recommendation. So back to my user. On top of the automation, the user can customize all of this themselves using this very easy to use, no code, powerful tool. The workspace can be customized to the specific user's business processes. Features can be hidden, moved around, or even renamed in order to fit the company's terminology. Another example of this is how the system recommends the next best action for the user. There's a lot of actions available, and if the user chooses to accept the recommendation, a shortcut will be made available directly in the UI's top panel. When we talk about intelligent workflows, there are additional aspects of automation that are worth mentioning. And I will show you this in Priorities Automation Hub, which is this cute robot on the top here. The Automation Hub can be used to set up automations for the otherwise manual repetitive tasks, bringing true RPA functionality to the table, and ultimately freeing up the user to focus on other more challenging tasks. You can see here that there's a list of automations, and if needed, I can easily record more of my own. Another rule-based automation includes the ability to trigger certain behavior when a set of conditions are met. For example, we can automatically trigger emails, push notifications, or even webhooks to a third-party application. In a very similar way, Priority also offers data-driven automations. Another significant part of automation in Priority is the sophisticated BPM tool, which enables companies to easily and independently set up customized intelligent workflows to implement and enforce the specific business processes. Of course, this tool can trigger emails, push notifications, reminders, and webhooks as well. Moving on to a list view of sales orders. Even the conditional color coding that you can see here represents data personalizations based on user behavior. The system keeps track of the user's search activity, saves them for future use, and even sets them up for quick access, allowing to perform various advanced searches based on multiple dynamic conditions. Last but not least, I want to show you a little glimpse of how users can keep using the tools they are used to, in addition to Priority, as one holistic experience. One of the most common examples of this is the use of a spreadsheet. Users can click this icon to personalize their own Excel templates right out of the system, seamlessly expanding the processes and analytics. In conclusion, we went over some examples of smart, no-code, user-friendly tools for automation and personalization that illustrate Priority's flexible platform capabilities. Thank you.